Namaste, welcome fam, this is Shrestha Bhardwaj. Welcome to another new episode of the Fantastic podcast. This episode is going to be very important because it is on health, mainly women menstrual health. Yes, this is going to be on how to get regular periods. This becomes a very hot topic and very crucial for each and every woman that either misses out on period or due to any stress the period doesn't come, right? There are various reasons for that. We know that maybe hormonal issue, stresses, or any other internal problems, anatomical disorders, could be anything like the new trending PCOD, PCOS that has become unfortunately so common. We have to take our care and concern as much as possible so that we avoid all these diseases and stay healthy. So there has been period where period missing has also happened. So I tried to gather some important tips, whether it could be for me or any other girl out there in the world facing irregular periods. This should be a one-stop solution. I send the positive energy out to everyone, to all the people in the world, and this one especially for girls and women. So let's start with some of the tips that I have. I have jotted all of this down in my blog, The Epiphany. I'll be putting that in the description. You can go out and read it once you've heard the podcast and follow it. Yes, this is on the code red thing of the month, and basically I've already posted a blog on how to reduce cramp pain too, so you can go for that. It's a major problem with girls, be it during teens or post-teens. It's not related to the age, of course. It cannot be taken lightly and should not be taken carelessly too. So there may be many reasons, but we don't need reasons to cause us pain. So it is on us, it's in our hands how we take care of ourselves and how we don't let the external world impact our sacred internal parts. So let us get started. Before I put in some insightful tips, there's this thing like we girls often tend to curse periods, the pain it gets, it gives us, and at the same time we get upset when it's not regular. We are like, when periods is going on and the cramps are there, like, why don't boys get this, right? Girls can relate to this, and when it misses, we are like, we are out of the world. Primarily periods is necessary for the prime reason. Yes, girls have been blessed with the concept of reproduction, is to facilitate that stage of life. In future we deal with pain throughout. So the lining of uterus breaks down basically when girl is not pregnant, and it flows out through the vagina for 3 to 5 days. So approximately girls bleed for a week and yet stand strong. Girls, do you need anything more to prove yourself? You are neither weak nor inferior. Chalo, now let's dive into the concepts. So first and foremost, let it be, girl or a boy, for any gender, without any restrictions and without any exceptions. The first important step for everyone is to exercise. Yes, saying this, I remember how irregular I am with my exercise, and this is an alarm for me to get started, sweat out there. So exercise is the most important key factor. I just can't stress enough on how important it is to exercise. There's not much research done on how exactly it stimulates, but it does loosen the muscles. If you're a lazy head, at least try to walk many steps in your home itself, especially nearing the charm time. So we should not give any excuse of time for at least our health. This is the least we can do for the vehicle of life, the gift from parents, the wonderful creation of the Almighty Lord, our body. Be flexible, be fit. Skip, hop, dance, walk, hit the gym, or do it yourself. Just do it. Second, yoga. Yoga is not similar, or you can't equate it to exercise, of course, but yoga is also an exercise. You can do both, right? You can hit the gym, and for relaxation you can do yoga, or if you want to do just yoga, there are many asanas for menstrual health. You can do those alone. It's on you, okay? So you can learn many types of yogasanas and practice it regularly. It makes your spine stronger, and it helps you bear that cramps too. It has multiple benefits which we all are aware of, so stay calm and do yoga. Girls with PCOD and PCOS must get some sort of workout regime at the earliest. So this is a major alarm for you. So stay calm and do yoga. Third, this is the technique I had used it many times. This is the most painful one because, ginger tea. I know it's something we would not want to opt for, but this is one of the fastest stimulants for periods, but not recommended for acidity patients. Try to mix some jaggery or to reduce that dominant strength of ginger's harshness. Next, fourth one is eat papayas. Papayas, yes, it is a favorite fruit for most of them, but I hated papayas, and I hope that there must be some people out there who don't like papayas. But eat it for your health, man. It's very healthy. I remember reading, in 8th standard, 10th standard. I don't remember specifically which grade, but yeah, these papaya leaves are so healthy that they could even cure dengue, right? They have that nutrients in them. So yeah, papaya, what it does is actually constricts the uterus, and thus it's said to induce periods. This is why pregnant women are not allowed to eat papaya. So while people hating papaya do exist like me, so they might want to try other tips, so just eat this papaya for the sake of health. Fifth, and most important for everyone, meditate and stay calm than possible. Meditation is a tough nut to crack. I'm still working on it. I hope to do it as soon as possible and bring it out to you in the most simplest way possible, because I'll tell you, I've been trying it like on and off, of course, for 2 years now. I don't know why I'm not going to, professional meditation schools. Everything needs timing, but I shouldn't, blame the time for not giving that try on myself. So being a podcaster, I should be guiding you, and I should be practicing what I guide. So as they say, practice what you preach. I promise I'll do this sooner than ever. I'll bring a podcast on, guided meditation or anything else stuff. You will not believe me. I've followed hundreds of meditation videos. Sometimes it has come to some level, but I don't know why it's not sitting up for me. God bless me soon so that I can help my fam out there. Okay, now let's see. It's important to keep that mental peace at all point of time. What better than meditation? Stress-free lifestyle is a dream and not practically possible to 100%, but try to stay calm how much ever possible. This does have a lot of impact on your body. Happy mind equals happy life. So all these steps aside, you could even try this if you have a lot of faith. This technique requires a lot of faith more than anything else. And I do know, getting that faith is very, very, very tough nut to crack, because we humans don't easily trust anything, right? Especially when it is needed for us, we don't trust it. So it's the magical manifestation. Keep saying I'm in my period, I'm perfectly healthy. It's kind of affirmation. believe it thoroughly, and stay positive in the worst of the worst situation. So mindset has this power, to change everything, and universe is our own genie. So you could try out the subliminal. I always say it's sublime. Okay, subliminal. It's called subliminal. Okay, yeah, you could type in like period subliminal, get faster period subliminal, anything like that, and yeah, you'll get that. And believe it while you listen to it. You could just play it out and sleep. Next day it has happened to many, like the next day you would have your period. That powerful, it is subliminal, but you have to believe and allow your subconscious mind to get into that mode of generating periods. So yeah, I'm a strong antagonist for allopathy medicines for such topic at least, and will never recommend tablets for either inducing periods or even for the painkiller process. Try to be strong and face it. Don't succumb to medicines until and unless it's the only option left for you. And believe me, if you overcome such small challenges, it will foster a huge confidence in you. Also, you can try out that water manifestation techniques and put some mantras. Like, I like Krishna, so I believe Krishna. I would always use like Om Shrim Shrim Klim Krishna Govindaya Swaha. Like, stay as devoted and as calm as possible. So being calm is, it's that major factor that brings you into good health. So yeah, in case about tips don't work out for you, you could consult your gynecologist at the earliest. But again, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. So exercise has that power to heal many of the problems, so try to solve it at the initial stage as much as possible, and don't let it become something incurable. So finally, stay fit, stay healthy, and stay happy always, because life is all about enjoyment. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Don't spoil your life, don't spoil your time giving away into unwanted stuff, stress. It's not worth it. I tell you, it's not worth it at all. So believe in yourself, believe in your body. I know patients and PCOS patients, they suffer a lot of insecurities too. Why, you may ask, but there are symptoms like you put on a lot of weight, unwanted hair growth on body, other hormonal changes, mood swings. Girls have to face so much trauma, the way they are structured. It takes a lot of guts to be women in this world. So that to human women, not that I'm not giving consideration for animals. Animals are great in their own ways, but since we are humans, I'm going to talk about humans. Like, we have such lives to live. I know many women out there, like, they are succumbed to their own inferiority, or I don't know, for the family pressure or just for the sake of the kids. They are like slogging in and out. They are like working professional outside along with the husband, and at house also they are the only slaves. You can relate to me, like when your mom also comes out with you, when you all come back home, it is only the mom or the mother who's again working at the house, to make out the task. I'm sure there are like many kids that could also go on and help in, many wonderful husbands that can go out and help in. See, we have come to the stage where we have to call husbands wonderful for helping wife. Is that the state? Come on, that's the basic responsibility. We would never say it for a wife, like husband coming home and working and wife going out and helping him. We wouldn't ever call wife wonderful for that, do we? No, it would be like, wife is not working, right? Understand the stigma? Can you relate to that? Okay. Yeah, what to do? society is like that, but I'm so happy that things are changing now. Equality is in action and not just in speech. We women should take that stride to not let anything come in the way and not succumb into the standards of society. You need not do everything yourself. Please go out and ask for help. There is no shame. You're not burdening others if you're asking for help. You have that right to go out and ask for help. Share your responsibilities. Don't take all the burden on your head and die soon. You don't need that. You're not here for that. You all are here for some specific purpose. Try to concentrate on that. Meditate and discover yourself. Don't spoil your energy. Don't waste your life just logging and doing it all on your own. This is not just for women that take on all the responsibility and do it herself alone. It's also for the men. There are a few men under very few, I would say, very few men under domestic circumstances that many women face, like even slogging inside the house, even slogging outside the house, everywhere slogging alone without the partner's help. Partner is for a reason they are called partners. They take part in what you do. That is what partnership means. It's not just for business, it's even for life. They call it life partner for a reason, right? So go out and ask for help, and believe me, it is their duty too. So don't take all the pressure, all the stress on your head. This is the first step, right? If you don't do it at home, how will you do it in your company? How will you raise? I know many qualified women, educationally very well established and professionally too, still they are the only ones slogging at house. Why do men have such ego? We don't want to know. It's none of our business. They have to do it. Kill their ego and they have to help you. This is not a feminist talk. Don't consider it so. It is just to enlighten you to free that burden. I am not I wouldn't call myself a staunch feminist as such. This is the facts of life. This is not even feminism, right? Partnership is not feminism. I only vouch for equality, and there's equality in every other fields. Now like they are expecting, even like on dating and stuff, women should pay half. Like equality should be everywhere, right? Even at work. So yeah, stress, it's the main reason why people get into PCOD and PCOS and period pressure, and yeah, irregular periods happen like that. So that is why I'm stressing so much on freeing that burden from yourself, so that you can concentrate on your health, because that health is wealth. How much ever you earn, that's of no use if you can't enjoy it with your all good health. What is the use of investing all the money you have earned on the hospital bills? You have not earned it for that, right? So this is very important to have work-life balance. You will figure it out, believe me, you will figure it out, but don't do it too late. You could ask any other females, or even for males, you could ask any other males or females. It's irrespective of gender, you could go out and ask anyone who is capable of handling work-life balance. Ask them. There is no inferiority in going out and asking people. You don't lose anything, right? You could always ask out for help, ask for guidance, so that you get the right direction to lead your life. Who knows, some words of them could change your life forever. So never stop networking, never stop connecting to people. Read a lot of books, converse with a lot of people, that those two things, I'd even mentioned it in my last podcast, like Desha Suttu Nodu, Kosha Odu Nodu, that that's a treasure of life. Knowledge is treasure of life, and applying the knowledge becomes even more important. We have seen many people like they are always studying but not applying. That becomes of no use, right? So it's very important to know new stuffs, be it of life or the materialistic life, or as well as the philosophical life, health wise, technology, everything. We need to keep ourselves updated at every point of life. But since this one is on health, this podcast episode is on health, I would urge you to, go out and ask out for help at any stage of life, be it mental health or physical health. Ask out for help. You will definitely get it if you ask it. There's no one to restrict you from that. So yeah, time to wrap up the podcast. I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and I'm very sure that all of these 5 points, if it could be just one of it would be enough for you, to implement it, but you could use all the 5 of it too. There's no harm in that, so you could use it accordingly, wisely. And I'll just jot it down again. It's exercising and yoga, meditation. For eating stuff, it's ginger tea and papaya. So these are my 5 major points that I have also used and seen benefits. You could do it too. And other than this, I've told you about being believing yourself and affirmations and manifestation stuff. So yeah, I hope this helped you, and always stay healthy, stay happy, keep learning, keep earning, keep returning. Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.